So this company saw my lovely arch and thought that it would be wonderful for pictures. So they sent a fairy backdrop type setup. So they sent me stuff for a backdrop with fairy lights at that. So I think I'm gonna set it up behind the arch over here. I gotta make sure I still have all my backdrop stuff so that I can, but I think I'm gonna set it up back here and take some pictures of the kids and stuff today, right? Because if I go this, well, I could go this way and then set it up behind it. I'll have to see. I could, in theory, try both. Again, that might be better. We'll see. And we're off.
I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its foot in me. Fell in love in Minnesota, fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me, and Washington will always be begging for a piece of me to stay. Maybe some things never change, but I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay, I want someone to take up my time and miss me when I go. I've swam the beaches on the West Coast, climbed the trees of Caroline. I felt the city streets of Boston underneath my feet, heard the sound of subways down the line. Walked the lakesides of Wisconsin and bathed in springs of Idaho. I could use a day or two, or even just an afternoon, getting myself lost in Chicago. Maybe I'm homesick for it all, 'cause I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay, I want someone to take up my time and miss me when I go. I wanna home. 'Cause I have traveled across this country wide, and I feel there must be something more to find. I miss those mountains in Montana. I've wandered long enough to know how good a good thing was. I feel it more the further that I get. So the wheels are pointed west, till I know how it feels to hang pictures on the wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay, I want someone to take up my time, miss me when I go. I'll find reasons to stay and someone to take up my time, and I'm not gonna go when I get home. I'm going home.
So it has a little installation guide because they're kind of like curtains. It has a fairy light that plugs in with a USB. It's got a button. I believe it has different settings for it. And this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh. It's nice and sheer. But I digress. Let's get back to it. So here you see it's got a loop to make it easier for hanging, so you don't need the clips. I do have one just in case the wind gets picked up, but let's see how it works. Now, because my setup is larger, normally you might want two. So I do have extra, you know, gotta be prepared. I thought it was really cute. These little fairy lights came with little tiny baby clips. So they're these tiny little clips, just like little clothespins. And I just thought that was just the cutest little thing. And then here are the fairy lights. Like I said, it has the USB, it's got the button.
I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between. Fell in love in Minnesota, and fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me, and Washington will always be begging for a piece of me to stay. Maybe some things never change, but I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons mountains in Montana.